Young Leo was playing in the garden one sunny afternoon. He was jumping over little puddles, chasing butterflies, and pretending to be a superhero. But then he tripped over a rock, tumbled into the mud, and splashed water everywhere. His hands were dirty, his knees were scraped, and worst of all, he'd broken his favorite toy plane. He sat down with a sigh and buried his face in his muddy hands. "Why does this always happen to me?" he mumbled. "I'm so clumsy. Nothing ever works for me." A few minutes later, Leo walked slowly into the house, his head hanging low. He found Grandpa sitting in his favorite chair, sipping tea and watching the birds. Leo said, "Grandpa, why am I always so clumsy? Why does everything go wrong for me?" Grandpa replied, "Ah, little lion, come sit by me." Leo climbs into Grandpa's lap, still pouting. "Let me tell you a secret. One I learned a long time ago when I was about your age. Inside your mind, there's a garden, and every single thought you think is a seed. Some thoughts are happy seeds, like I can do it, or I believe in me, and some are grumpy weeds, like I'm no good, or I always mess things up. Now, every time you think a thought, it's like planting one of those seeds. And the more you think it, the more it grows. If you keep thinking, I'm clumsy, well, your garden starts to fill with wobbly weeds. But if you say, I'm learning, or I get back up when I fall, then guess what grows?" Leo answered, "Flowers." Grandpa smiled and said, "Yes, strong, brave flowers, because your mind listens to you, little lion. Whatever you plant, it believes, and soon it becomes the world you walk in." Leo asked, "So, if I think better thoughts, my garden gets better?" Grandpa replied, "Exactly. Even when you fall, even when things go wrong, you can choose to plant a better thought. That's your superpower." Leo looked out the window at the real garden outside. He imagined tiny flowers blooming in his head, stretching towards the sunlight. Then, with a deep breath, he smiled and whispered, "I'm not clumsy, I'm just still learning." Grandpa added, "And that, my boy, is the perfect seed. Now let's plant some good seeds together. Repeat after me. I am strong. I am learning. I believe in me. I grow a beautiful garden in my mind." And from that day on, Leo still tripped sometimes, but he never forgot to plant flowers where he fell. He remembered what Grandpa said, that his thoughts were like seeds, and his mind was a magical garden. So even when he scraped his knees or felt sad, he gently told himself, "I am strong. I keep learning, and everything is going to be okay." Because Leo knew, happy thoughts grow happy things. And that's the kind of garden he wanted to grow.